Dr. Carter G. Woodson said if you control a man's thinking, you don't have to worry about his actions. If you can determine what a man thinks, you do not have to worry about what he will do. If you can make a man believe that he is inferior, you don't have to compel him to seek an inferior status. He will do so without being told. And if you can make a man believe that he is justly an outcast, you don't have to order him to the back door. In fact, he will go to the back door on his own. And if there is no back door, the very nature of the man will demand that you build one.
Grandmaster of Darkness? Grandmaster of Darkness! Hello, Grandmaster of Darkness, are you home?
Oh, who is it? And what are you waking me up for?
Grandmaster, open up! I have a new invention that's gonna control people of color to the end of time! Open up the door!
Oh, you fool, this had better be good. I'm coming downstairs now.
Oh, Grandmaster, it's really dark in here!
Well, you know I've never been partial to the light that you created.
Well, Grandmaster, I just discovered this new invention, and these images come out of a box, and...
Have you lost your mind? I created that invention about 70 years ago, and I've been using it to control the minds of African Americans ever since. Let me give you the history of how I've used this simple box to control the minds and hearts of a people. During the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s, I used television, the movies, and literature to make fun of black hair, to make fun of black skin, to make fun of black lips, to make fun of black eyes. Yes, I did this for years and years and years. And then I made white actors wear blackface to further humiliate African Americans. I even made accomplished black actors and actresses degrade their acting ability by forcing them to play maids or lazy, ignorant people. Can you imagine? For 30 years, I had an entire race of people hating themselves from the top of their head to the bottom of their feet.
Well, Grandmaster, didn't any African Americans stand up and try to expose this to the light?
Oh, yes, my son. There were a few that came along, and it was extremely troubling.
Who taught you, please, who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other.
Grandmaster, did this man stop your evil plan?
Even though I had infected the minds of African Americans with silly buffoonery cartoons on a day-to-day basis, African Americans were now standing up. I had to come up with a new plan. During the 60s and 70s, African American actors and actresses woke up. They refused to play maids and butlers anymore. But I had to come up with a new plan that would change all of this. So I shifted my game plan a little bit. I turned them from maids and butlers into super cops and super pimps. and I flooded the black African-American child with images of having a gun and having a woman on your arm was all that was important. Forget your spirituality.
Grandmaster, your evil works are so crafty. Tell me about the 80s and 90s.
Oh, the 80s and 90s were very similar to the 60s and 70s. But you see, I had to be a little bit more crafty. I almost lost control of it. They started making individual movies. Directors like Spike Lee came along, and he made different movies each time. And John Singleton came along, and he made a masterful movie called Boys in the Hood. But you see, I tricked all of them again. I made every director, every actor, every entertainer think that hood life is the only life that shows African Americans, and I came out with a barrage of hood movies. Even their love stories showed violence. I pumped violence. I had it to a point where I made every African American think they weren't legitimately black unless they were from the hood, because of these scenes of these movies over and over again, pumping into their mind, pumping into every black child's mind. Oh, it was masterful. I kept it going so much that even when they had a show with a functional black family on, the Cosbys, people attacked it. Black people attacked it. They said it's not real. Can you imagine that? What a masterful trick.
So, Grandmaster, do you really think you can control them for the next 20 years?
I most certainly can control them for the next 20 years. It's very easy. All they have to do is stay away from the one with the light. That's right, their creator. They stay away from that, and I'll have complete controls. I have them doing the bling thing now. I have them worshiping money now. I embarrass them every day with a beautiful sound that you hear on television.
You are not the father.
Their music videos used to have substance with people like KRS-One and Public Enemy. Some of the images that I showed 50 years ago are repeating themselves on videos today.
Oh, Grandmaster Darkness, I hate to interrupt you, but I did it again. I left my intergalactic cell phone on. Everything that we've been talking about is going back to Earth.
And as I told you before, I'm not worried about African Americans. They're like crabs in a barrel. They've been trained to criticize everything positive that they do. The young hate the old hate the young. Their leaders can't agree. Their churches can't agree. And now I'm controlling Facebook. I call it Disgracebook. Each day, African American children get on Facebook and absolutely destroy people that they don't like publicly. That was never done years ago, but now I've got it under my control. The only thing we have to worry about, my son, is the one with the light. He is the one we need to fear. As long as they keep him away, we will be okay. But I'm a little concerned because he always has his eye on them.
Should I feel discouraged? And why should the shadows fall? Why should my heart be lonely?
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman.
Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak miraculously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave. You can shoot me with your words. You can cut me with your lies. You can kill me with your hatefulness, but just like life, I'll rise.
And that's why God said, if my people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven, forgive your sins and heal your land. So don't look to them, look to God.
And then in light of the fact that we got a $700 billion bailout for Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, Jimmy Mac can't get no love.
Even this honorary degree, and I say to myself, you can't honor me without honoring my mother, Irene B. West. You can't honor me without honoring my late father, Clifton West. You can't honor me without honoring Shiloh Baptist Church that shaped me, and my Reverend Willie P. Cook, who taught me, and my Sunday school teacher, Sarah Ray, who tried to keep track of me. We are who we are because somebody loved us, somebody cared for us, somebody kept track of us, somebody zeroed in on us, somebody made us feel like we were somebody. Let us never forget that.
Somebody. I may be poor, but I am somebody.
Shall be your servant. That's a new definition of greatness. And this morning, the thing that I like about it, by giving that definition of greatness, it means that everybody can be great. Because everybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and your verb agree to serve. You don't have to know about Plato and Aristotle to serve. You don't have to know Einstein's theory of relativity to serve.
Thank you. I sing because I'm happy. Yes, I do. And I sing because I'm free. His eyes on the sparrow. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I know he wants me. I want to say it again. I sing because I'm happy. Yes, I do. And I sing because I'm free. Oh, his eyes on the sparrow. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I know he wants me. Yeah, I'm singing. I'm happy. I'm singing. I'm so happy. I'm singing. I'm so happy. I'm singing. I'm so happy. I'm singing. Do you want to be happy? I'm singing. Do you want to be happy? I'm singing. Happy. Singing.